Alrighty guys, part 2, back out here, hoping we can match up my big shed and Lindy's big shed from a couple weeks ago. So if they're not a set, that is a possibility. We've kind of determined that they're definitely from the same deer. Whether they're a set or not, this trip should be able to determine. So if we can't find matches, then I guess that means they must be a set. If we can find matches, then that means we got 2 giant bucks that we need to match up out here. So we got Josh, my son-in-law, out there, and then we got some friends, Colt and Wyatt, coming in and joining us as well. We got buck tracks in the sand out here, so that's a good sign. Anyways, see what happens, guys. Hopefully we can put together another sweet shed stories video. Here we go. Guys, I feel like, so we're just gridding back and forth, keeping our grid lines maybe 15 to 20 feet apart. But when I was a kid, I remember watching old cartoons and movies back in old England where the English gentlemen would ride their horses through the brush, hoping to scare out the wily old fox. But the fox was super smart, of course, and he just laid there until pretty much the horsemen were upon him before he'd finally burst up out of the bushes. So I feel like that's what's going on. We're just gonna be walking along and then suddenly, boom, there's gonna be a big shed practically at our feet. Hasn't happened yet, but at least the gods are smiling down. We got a balloon there, so if we can pick up a balloon, maybe we can trade it for a shed. We shall see. Hopefully, any time now, we'll find that old fox in the bush. Well, it's the morning of day 2. Last night we only found this one shed. Old Josh got lucky. He's a cool shed too. Big old fat beam on him. 5 points and then big old fat eye guard too. So we're gonna go try and match that guy up today. Man, look how that thing blends into the ground. It's like camouflage. Brownies are going to be hard to find. Whew. It's hot today, sweaty. Anyways, I was across canyon. I'd show you the ridge, but it might give away a little bit too much of where I'm at. But I saw this bright white shiny thing over here on this side, and I spotted a shed. So we're going to go see what we got. All right, here we go. He's a fatty. I think it's the same deer as Josh's, just a different year. That is crazy. That is a moose shed. That's so crazy. That's pretty dang cool though. I need to get some ATL pictures, and then I'm going to show you guys something that I mentioned in my last video. I got this Tracer KS adapter for my tripod so that I don't have any more freaking cutoff videos. So hang on and I'll show you. So this is what I was talking about. This is called the Tracer KS, and it just fits right there on the top of your tripod. So I run the LP pan head and KS with the Tracer 80 tripod. It's super lightweight. It's that carbon fiber stock legs, and so just light as a feather. But I'm gonna slap this right there, take this video, and we're not gonna have a cutoff video this time. So you just twist this here, and that opens up as wide as it can go, and then this you can release, and then it has that little ball swivel so you can move that wherever you want it, and then tighten it down. Pretty sweet. Yeah, look at that. Sweet. Much better, much better. No cutoff videos this time. So it's kind of a loose shed. It is a thick sucker. Josh found that one that's got the little kicker here and here. I can't tell if this is from last year. It might be 2 years old, so I bet it's the same deer, just a different year. So that's good to know that the deer are out here kind of trying to stay in the same spot year after year where they can shed. So that's cool. That's a neat shed. I'm super stoked about that. That's a fat little sucker. Nice. Heck yeah. Sure wish I could find what did this damage. Pretty crazy. Gotta be sheds in here. We've just been zigzagging the crap out of this area where we found those sheds 2 weeks ago. And we are finding nothing. So I'm starting to worry that that is a match that Lindy and I found, which is fine. Still happy about it, but I would rather that they not be a match, because that would mean 2 more giant sheds in here. Dadgummit, where are they? We only got probably another hour before we need to start heading back to the machines and then get out of here. So far Josh won, Colt won, and me won. So just Wyatt needs to find a shed before we can get out of here. Come on, Wyatt, let's go, buddy. All right, time for a break. Josh is trying to find me. He needs water and a Mountain Ops stim pack. Some electrolytes. I hear him. We close. Hello. No. Dude, freaking Wyatt. I just said on the video, Wyatt, go find a fishing shed. So what does he do? Oh, he finds this big old freaking shed. Dude, that thing is huge. That's a tank, dude.
Yeah, he's big.
Holy crap. Old, but not too old. I mean, he's probably 10 years old or so, wouldn't you guess? But man, dude, that's a big shed. And then he thinks he has the match over here for a quick second. Unfortunately, it's not. Dude, wowzer. That one's just weak sauce compared to that guy. Here, bro, I need to pick it up. Dude, he just fans out so wide. Dude, that is a crazy cool shed. He's so pretty too. That's what's cool about him. 6 points with an eye guard.
Is that your deer, you think?
No.
Different year?
No, totally different deer. Totally different deer. Or deer. Freak, dude, that's so cool. Yeah, that's high 190s, 200 for sure. I'm super interested. I'm gonna have to put a tape on him here soon. Just so you know. What's up, guys? We are back from our little trip. I didn't ever have time to film an outro or a ending, so this is kind of going to serve that purpose, but we wanted to show you some of the sets that we put together out there, including the big set that well, I think it's a set now. I'm not sure, but it could be a set. I'm looking at it right now and I don't think it's a set. Anyways, if it's a set, it's still a nice set. I'll show it to you together here since we haven't been able to put the horns together on video so that you can see kind of how they look. All right, we got Josh here. We're gonna show you some of the stuff that we found. Those are the two Josh found while we were out there. You saw that one just a little bit when I was kind of showing the canvas cutters off. And then on the way back to the Talon, he goes and pops off and finds this sweet baby giant. It's got this big old hook cheater on the side of it there. Little extra cheater back here, almost two. Looks like there was one right there too that broke off. So that was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 point with a eye guard. But it's been laying there 20 years.
It's a little chalky.
A little chalky, but it's still a cool looking horn. And then this one, just a year old. Kind of give that a little spin there. Yeah. And then put that one down and pick up the match. So we want to show, we're gonna call it a match because I mean, it's definitely the same deer. Yep, and then kind of hold it like this and that, there we go. So super cool buck. He's just fat. He's just got some thickness there that's pretty impressive on both sides.
Yeah.
Again, it's kind of a small frame, but what a cool deer. And it's interesting that he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points on this side, 3 on that side. So that's a management buck dream right there. Pretty sweet. So here's the buck that we found 2 weeks ago. I found this side first, and then about 5 minutes later, we hear my daughter Lindy screaming and yelling with happiness over the radio that she found a horn as well, and it ended up being this one. We've determined definitely that it's the same deer. I mean, just look at the way the beams swoop up. I mean, these points kind of come together really close right here. So there's enough about it that makes me wonder if it's a set, but I think this one is just a little bit older. It's a little bit more cracked. It's got a little bit more of a gray cast to it. This one is also cracked, but it's a little bit more bright white than this one. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Is that a match? Or do we need to spend more time out there trying to match it up? And I'll overlay and kind of show how tightly we gridded that area, and we still haven't turned up either side. So that's what makes me think it must be a match, but it might not be. Anyways, that's the end of this video, guys. Make sure you subscribe and like this video and come back for more.